Hi everyone, I'm Rod and thanks for joining me. This time I'm discussing the problems with Agile project methodology. While Waterfall was the go-to project delivery style for decades, Agile is becoming the dominant project delivery method, and the corporate world is attempting to become more agile to remain competitive and deliver better and faster projects. I am a Scrum Master and have led large Agile teams and am a big proponent of Agile, but it can't be denied that there are issues with Agile that need to be addressed. Blending methodologies. The move away from Waterfall to a fully agile way of working requires big changes and an even bigger leap of faith, especially for the most senior executives who are used to full budgetary and decision-making control on their projects. Thus arises an attempt to gradually move to being more agile, leading to a blend of traditional Waterfall project management and agile delivery teams. Terms like Agile and Agile Light are used. The result is waterfall project and budgeting approvals, stage gates and RAG status reporting, along with an attempt to impose rigid project plans. The delivery teams are then set up as agile squads and asked to deliver to this rigid project structure via sprints. This is not agile, it's waterfall in 2-week increments. Using sprints in this waterfall setting removes many of the agile benefits, like backlog management and sprint planning. The results are generally less than stellar and agile is deemed to be a failure. It wasn't agile in the first place. Agile scope creep. An all too common misconception is that Agile means that scope can be added to the project at any time without any controls or indeed any consequences. While Waterfall uses change control to manage scope adjustments, Agile becomes a free-for-all, with continual changes to priorities, schedules and scope. If these constant changes are allowed to proliferate, then the team will end up being distracted and directionless, resulting in either a reduced delivery output or a failure to deliver anything meaningful at all. This is a misinterpretation of Agile and requires strong product owners and Scrum Masters to prevent the chaos of change from taking hold. Priority change and scope change require impact assessment to ensure that the cost of the change is understood and the business benefits are not only clear, but significantly more than the benefit of the work being replaced by the new scope items. Lack of delegation to the squad. Imposing waterfall project plans and using traditional command and control techniques takes away the Agile squad's ability to be the owners of their deliveries. If they have no delegated authority to make decisions and express their own definition of done, then they must continually stop and ask for permissions and decisions from external authorities. One of the benefits of Agile is being able to start exploration of features which still have requirements and design uncertainties. The build and learn as you go capability is how teams get to solutions faster, build their knowledge, abilities and skill sets and deliver outcomes better aligned to business goals. Using command and control greatly reduces the team's efficiency and effectiveness. Agile demands that trust be placed in the squad, that the product owner will ably represent the best interests of the business. The Scrum Master will effectively manage the sprint deliveries and the team will solve problems and build the solution to the highest standards. This requires that the powers that be acknowledge the skills and professionalism of the team and forgo the need to second guess and micromanage. Jira Limitations. Jira is undoubtedly the go-to tool for managing tasks for Agile Scrums and Kanban. However, it was first created by Atlassian as a software development bug tracking tool. Each Jira story is effectively an issue ticket. Atlassian then found a niche for it as an Agile product delivery tool where it's been outstandingly successful. However, the system's bug ticket roots are still evident and result in usability issues when it is used to document requirements. Firstly, the standard story fields are not conducive to recording detailed business requirements, which results in teams adding customized fields to their stories, which is okay as a workaround, but results in non-standard documentation methods when looking across requirements for different projects within the same program. Also, I find that in the standard views in Jira, you can only really see one story in any detail at any one time. One resolution to this is to use Confluence pages to organise the Jira stories. Using some JQL and the Confluence Jira issue/filter widget, Jira stories can be better displayed with multiple requirements or stories on the one Confluence page. After the initial page build, the auto-refresh function is very useful. As new requirements are added to Jira, they are automatically updated to the page, which provides a handy traceability feature. It can also be used to set up different views for the same requirements, so you can target different audiences, i.e. one for the developers, one for the change team, and another for business processes, making it simpler and cleaner for the greater project to track requirements as they are developed. And yes, I guess, given that Confluence is another Atlassian product, you could argue that they're designed to be working together. Poor use of Agile Ceremonies. Iteration planning, product backlog grooming, sprint planning, retrospectives and showcases are the glue that holds Agile together. Yet these ceremonies are often treated as an imposition or a run in conjunction with waterfall-style working groups and steering committees. If the value of the ceremonies is not understood, they lose their effectiveness, and this leads to the unfortunate opinion that Agile is wasteful and undirected. Showcases are particularly criticised as participants do not appreciate their true purpose. The showcase is meant to show the squad's accomplishments, what they've learned and how they are progressing. Unfortunately, they are often treated as steerco meetings, with the product owner peppered with questions on tracking progress to plan and what will happen in the next 8 sprints. Progress in Agile is tracked by quality and suitability of the solution, not the time and not the project plan, a distinction that is not supported as much as it should be. Team stability. One of the central pillars of Agile is team stability. As new teams are put together, they run through 3 phases: forming, norming and storming. The storming phase is when the team reaches full cohesion and starts delivering their best quality and output speeds. Agile teams are meant to stay together long term, moving between projects or assignments as a single unit to preserve this hard-fought storming cohesiveness. However, the waterfall model is more aligned with building a team up specifically for one project with the skills specifically matched to that project, and then at the end of that project, the team tends to disband. Thus, in the Agile world, Agile squads only last as long as the project. But for Agile to succeed, teams need to be given a long life, with a pipeline of projects fed to the teams that already exist rather than standing up new teams for every project. An unfair criticism of Agile is the length of time it takes for the team to start really performing, and that's because a new team gets stood up each time. If the team was allowed to continue, they'll be cohesive at that storming level and their productivity will be markedly improved from the start. Utilising team capacity between projects. One of the arguments against having permanent squads is the cost of paying for them during the perceived downtime between projects. However, this is a missed opportunity, as this non-project time can be effectively used to build small fixes and remediate annoyances in the current system, for paying back the technical debt created by compromises made in earlier projects, and performing system and business maintenance. And it is also an opportunity to provide training and cross-skilling within the team. Unfortunately, maintaining permanent teams is all too often seen as an unnecessary cost rather than an opportunity to maintain the team and deliver business benefits outside of big ticket projects. The fear of embracing uncertainty. Waterfall project management looks upon failure as something to be at best avoided and at worst punished. This mindset is the antithesis of Agile, which should embrace uncertainty and promote the willingness to explore and experiment in order to find the ultimate solution. However, the fear of failure is so strong in command and control methods that Agile is steered away from this uncertainty. Another benefit of Agile is to start early build and delivery in small chunks before requirements and design are fully realised, thus learning what the business needs as opposed to what they thought they wanted. Lessons learned here are not failures but opportunities to fine-tune the look and the feel of the final product. Teams that are punished for these perceived failures and for the failure to deliver to strict project timelines are taught to not take risks, and this stymies a major benefit of Agile. What Agile needs to succeed. The Agile methodology is a full package and needs to be used as designed, not picking bits of Agile that the upper echelons of the organisation are comfortable with. What Agile needs but often fails to be given is a stable long-term team, an ongoing pipeline of work, letting the teams being self-organised, providing the team with ownership of their deliveries, let them take the given problem and solve it, good iteration planning for the next 3 months, which sets clear goals, business objectives and shows business value, and support and understanding of the whole process from all levels within the organisation. Ultimately, Agile fails when squads are not given the freedom, the opportunity and the autonomy to shine.